Yo, it has finally happened. It has finally come. Boruto's right eye has gotten cut. It got slashed, bro. Yo, the spoilers for Boruto chapter 78 are crazy. Yo, everything is finally lining up. Everything is finally coming to life. Yo, that shit was insane when I just read this shit. Now, thanks to Abdul Zodiac on Twitter, we got the spoilers for Boruto chapter 78, and woo! It literally takes place right after Boruto chapter 77 when Kawaki decides to send Naruto and Hinata away. And so the chapter begins with the cover page, and it says a big fool or a big idiot, and you have a cover page of Naruto on it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Naruto in that blue looks pretty sick, yo. If you look at his character design, that shit looks pretty sick. So with that being said, we have the opening. It starts with everyone noticing that Naruto and Hinata's chakra has disappeared, and Shikamaru asks Ida if it was Kawaki, and Ida says yes, in which case Boruto runs to the house. Now, right behind him is Sarada. Now, this part here is important because when Ida goes back to see the moments between Naruto and Kawaki, she sees that Kawaki tells Naruto that he's gonna kill Boruto again, in which Sarada hears what Ida just said, and Sarada's like, what do you mean kill him again? It then says Sarada decides to go after Boruto. She can't leave him knowing that he is in danger. So that is Sarada coming to protect Boruto. Looking at the panels itself, you can see Sarada is making her resolve. Even though she knows she doesn't have power against Kawaki, she's gonna go and protect Boruto. You already know what that means. That means, again, there's a deeper connection between Boruto and Sarada, especially with what's gonna happen later in this chapter. So then Boruto and Kawaki fight. They start swinging hands, everything, and now the iconic part about this scene is the fact that it takes place on the stone faces. So this is Kawaki and Boruto's first fight on the stone faces, meaning there's gonna be one more to come later, which we all know takes place in episode 1, chapter 1. Now, with that being said, when Boruto and Kawaki are talking and fighting, Kawaki states that he sent Naruto and Hinata into another dimension where time stops. He says they won't grow old and they won't starve to death, but he tells Boruto that he'll never see them again. So this makes me question on what Kawaki meant in episode 1 and chapter 1. He'll send him to the same place he sent Naruto. Does that mean that Kawaki had a change of heart and there's now a stronger enemy that's coming after Boruto, and he decides to send Boruto away to Naruto so that nothing happens to Boruto? The other thing being that Kawaki doesn't have to technically kill Boruto. He could rather just send him into that timeless dimension where time doesn't move, and he can literally live out his days with his family if he doesn't want to make Naruto sad that he's gonna kill Boruto. So then during this fight, Boruto unleashes his wrath, and it gets serious here. It gets hectic. Boruto decides to fight back against Kawaki, though Boruto is not as strong as Kawaki as at this moment. Since Kawaki is going all out on him, Boruto is kind of holding back, but Boruto in this state is weaker than Kawaki in his karma form. Now, with that being said, Sarada shows up on the scene. She tries to stop Kawaki, but Kawaki says that if she gets in his way, she'll die too. And Boruto asks Sarada to run because Kawaki will kill her. But Sarada says, as the future Hokage, how can I let that happen? Bro, that is Sarada coming in to save Boruto. Now, looking at this scene reminds me of the Boro fight. Remember how Sarada walks up on the cliff and she looks down at Boro? This is the same case here. She walks up and this time she says, I'm gonna protect Boruto. Now, she jumps in the scene to stop Kawaki from fighting Boruto. Now, what gets me here is the fact that she's protecting Boruto from a stronger enemy. Now, if you recall, this is the same as when Momoshiki attacked and Boruto is protecting Sarada, saying that this all might be his fault and that he has to protect her. This is the same case here. Boruto went up against an enemy he knew he couldn't defeat in order to protect Sarada. Now, Sarada is going up against an enemy she knows that she can't defeat to protect Boruto. That just goes to show you the resolve between the two. Now, another thing here is that Sarada is the one who actually rushed after Boruto before anyone else actually got here. So there is a deeper connection here, especially with Sarada saving Boruto. Which goes on to the next part. It says Kawaki prepares to kill Sarada with his next attack, to which Kawaki says, as I thought, you shinobis are doomed to die an early death. Boruto saves Sarada from Kawaki's slash, but Boruto's eye gets cut. When Kawaki went for the attack against Sarada, Boruto comes, grabs Sarada, and lunges her to the side with him. In return, Boruto got the cut on his eye. That means Kawaki was aiming for Sarada's face, but Boruto took the damage. That's how you know Kawaki is ruthless as shit right now. Man was about to kill anybody that's in his way. So Boruto got the eye cut protecting Sarada, and you know what that means? That means borusara is to come, because now that eye reminder is gonna be of Boruto protecting Sarada from Kawaki. That is gonna be there in Sarada's mind, visualized that he took a slash to the eye for her. Alright, that right there is an important piece of information, because I think that is gonna continue into Borusara's story even more, meaning we might get some more scenes between them later. But this scene was important because Boruto protects his girl. Alright, he took that damage for her. That means Sarada is gonna look at Boruto in a different light, and we already know know how she looks at Boruto, but now it's gonna get even juicier from here, because that's gonna be a visual reminder that Boruto will always protect her and always save her no matter what, because he won't go back on his word that he'll always protect her. So that's the juicy stuff right there. My boy got his eye cut. Now, with all that being said, Shikamaru, Mitsuki, and Konohamaru arrive on the scene. They all try blocking Kawaki, and as of this moment, Sasuke arrives, bro. We haven't seen Sasuke in a fat minute, and now he's back. He makes a grand entry, and he puts his sword against Kawaki's neck, saying, "It's over, Kawaki. I'm sorry, but if you resist, I'll have to kill you." Bro, Sasuke is straight cold, and look at that. Kawaki can't do anything. In my opinion, I want Sasuke to end his ass right now. I want Sasuke to just finish this dude, bro. But then the only problem is we won't be able to get Naruto and Hinata out of that dimension. So with that being said, the next panels are even juicier. It says Momoshiki awakens and helps Kawaki. He tells Kawaki to run away. Boruto is no longer in control. This is all Momoshiki's doing. Looking at the panels itself, Momoshiki awakens and he decides to suck away Shikamaru's shadow possession jutsu, to which Kawaki gets free and he jumps on Naruto's face. To which this might lead to that future scene where we saw Mitsuki fighting Kawaki and we saw all of Boruto's friends. Because I think from here Kawaki's gonna try running away and Mitsuki's gonna be pissed off that somebody tried killing Boruto. As we did see back in chapter 69, he doesn't know what he'll do to this person that decides to harm Boruto. So we know that fight scene is about to come. Now the question is Kawaki gonna leave the village or not? That is the main question, because everyone is after Kawaki, and if Kawaki leaves, then Ida and Damon are gonna go on the move as well. But at the same time we have Koda as well. So we don't know how that shit's gonna play out. Alright, something is boiling up, something is coming, and you know what that is? That's the time skip, bro. The time skip is coming. All these events are adding up, especially with what we have in the next panel, and it says that Momoshiki tells Boruto, "You lost it, little boy. You lost the blue eye." Now this panel is not translated, but Luana Rosha did translate this panel, and this is what it says. Momoshiki says to Boruto, "You lost it, little boy. The blue eye." In quotation marks, she says blue eye, which Boruto is holding his right eye, and Momoshiki says, "I imagine you are already aware of this, but this is just the beginning. From now on, you will start to lose everything in the blink of an eye." He said there's no stopping the flow anymore. The end has already started. And that is basically the end of chapter 78. So what does this all mean? What is Momoshiki referring to? I think he's referring to two things here. First, he's talking about Boruto's right eye, which is the blue eye, which is the Jogen. Because if you notice the eye, he mentions blue eye. He mentions it in a singular form. He doesn't say blue eyes. Though everything in the past, all from chapter 10 and upwards, he's always said those blue eyes will take everything away from him. He's referring to Boruto's eyes as those blue eyes, saying it as plural, meaning there's more than one. But in this case, he's just saying the blue eye, singular. So he's basically talking about Boruto's right eye. What can that mean? I think that might be the Jogen. The why is Momoshiki saying it like that? He's saying you lost it, the blue eye. That means, does Momoshiki know about the Jogen? And if Momoshiki is talking about the Jogen, that means we might see Toneri in the manga. That means Momoshiki knew that that eye could possibly stop him, because I think the eye was protecting him. Though I think the Jogen will make a comeback, because Toneri did say that Boruto's eye is the star of hope against the eventual destruction. So Boruto losing his eye right now, it's possible that he might get his eye back later, and that his eye will be the one to save him. Because now Momoshiki says the end is here, it's already started, he's gonna lose everything. Now what is Boruto gonna lose from here? That is the interesting part. He already lost his parents, most likely gonna lose his friends, because if you remember, Kawaki is gonna fight Mitsuki and all of Boruto's friends, meaning Boruto is gonna lose all his friends except Sasuke and Sarada. I think those two might run away with Boruto if Boruto has to leave the village. Because now that everyone is being taken away from him by Kawaki, only those few people are gonna be the ones left to help him, because who else can train Boruto besides Sasuke? And Sarada being the one who protects Boruto and vice versa, I think she might leave with him if she has to. Though that is on a 50-50, because she might stay in the village to keep an eye on Ida, because Sumire and Sarada are the only two that won't fall for Ida's abilities. So Boruto might tell her, stay in the village, I'll come back for you, or something like that, and Sarada will be the one to take on Ida. And I think Himawari is going to be the one to take on Damon. So we're going to see how all that folds out. We're going to see till this chapter drops. We got some interesting information coming with all that. Now with all that being said, I do have a video explaining the Jogen and the God's Eye again. Alright, there was a lot of different comments in the last video. I'm gonna go through some of this shit. I'm gonna give you guys my actual opinion on how I see it, alright? Because I will admit, I didn't explain that right. I went straight to shit talking, but I'll explain everything on what I meant. And I'm gonna talk about the Boruto anime coming to a hiatus. I hear a lot of people saying that the anime is coming to a hold. I don't think the anime is, but I think the manga is. We'll discuss more about that in that video. So this is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.